to our YouTube channel, and today's video is about creating or sublimation on canvas bags like this. So if you want to know more about how to sublimate on canvas bags, just keep on watching this video. Alright, so first we're going to print our design. By the way, I normally do my designs using Canva. That's the easiest app that I can use. I subscribe to Canva Pro, so I will be able to use the elements. There's a lot of elements, a lot of designs that you can do when you're using Canva. And of course, since I'm not a graphic artist, so that's my chosen app, Canva. And you can also use Canva, free Canva, even if you don't subscribe. But of course, if you're using Canva Pro, that's better because you get to use a lot of elements. So anyway, let's go ahead and print our design first. So I'm using an Epson L121 printer. I actually converted it. It's just a basic printer, EcoTank printer, and I only converted it into sublimation because I can't convert the Canon printer. So I bought that brand new Epson L121 printer, and I just didn't put the dye ink that comes with the printer. So I directly poured the sublimation ink that I'm using. So we have to choose that printer, and we're going to make, I think I just needed 7 copies of this and colors. So just make sure to change the size. My sublimation transfer paper is actually A4, so I have to change the size. Make sure to do that, and then use the printer dialog, and then just click on preferences. And again, you have to choose the right size of paper. And I always choose high quality setting on my prints. And then don't forget to print the print preview. So tick that box and then go to more options. And this is the thing that you cannot forget. You always have to make sure to tick the mirror image box, and then okay, mirror image, because we are going to press. So we're doing sublimation, so every time that you do sublimation on your images must be mirror setting. So let's go ahead and print it, and we're gonna see the print preview. So it's already mirrored, as you can see, and then we just have to click on the print button here. But before that, of course, I have to put on my sublimation paper. Here's the transfer paper. It's a light transfer paper, so it's only applicable if you're going to use light canvas, or if you're going to use mugs, white mugs, and of course t-shirt printing. So you can only use that for t-shirt, mugs, or glasses, and ceramic canvas. Of course, that's what I'm using as well. So it's a Quaff brand, and it's size A4, 100 GSM, and it's 100 sheets. You can purchase it on SHOPEE or Lazada. I have a SHOPEE link. You can also check it on the description box below. So there. The correct side of this is the white, of course. This is where we're going to print it. It's color blue at the back, so you don't have to use that. All you have to do is put on your paper here at the printer. So just put your paper here, just the normal setting of your printer, and then just click on print. And now it's printing. So I just didn't like with the thing that I just don't like about this Epson printer is the printer setting. So sometimes it goes like that. It's not straight. The paper doesn't feed straight on the printer. That's why sometimes it looks like this. Actually, most of the time it looks like that. And then I just have to cut the remaining paper. All right, so I was able to print all of my papers, all of my designs. So here's what it looks like. So sublimation in sublimation printing, you always have to remember that you have to mirror the design, because if not, that will not be nice. So you have to mirror the design. So this is what it looks like, and as what I've mentioned earlier, the paper that we're using has a blue on the other side, is color blue on the other side. So here it is. As you can see, it's mirrored, because I'm going to show you how to do it with a canvas bag. And we also need this kind of tape. It's a heat resistant tape that we can use whenever we sublimate mugs, shirts, and canvas bags to prevent the image or the design from ghosting. And a scissor, of course. And I'm also using a baking paper. This is just a simple baking paper that I'm using whenever I bake. So I'm using it as well. Some other people use Teflon sheets or whatnot, but I'm using a baking paper. Plus, I am also inserting this type of cardboard. It's just a thin cardboard that I get with my papers, like the photo paper, sticker paper. The packaging has this free inside, so I might as well recycle it and use it whenever I sublimate my bags and as well as my shirts. And of course, our canvas bag. So what we're actually using now is this plain canvas bag. It's white or off-white, light colored canvas bags, and it's pretty nice. My supplier actually does this super nice, because it's thick. It's kind of thick for everyday use, and it's good as a shoulder bag as well. It can be used by anyone, my moms, kids, students, or whatnot, teachers. And the size that we're using is 12 by 14 inches flat. So it's flat, there's no extension here. So 12 by 14 inches flat, and there's no zipper or no closure. It's just a canvas. It's just a simple canvas bag that we're going to use for this project. And of course, for this project, since this is a heat press design and we're doing a canvas bag project, so we're going to use our heat press machine. It's just a hand press machine, so the only struggle that I'm actually encountering with this is I have to press hard for the design to be there. And some other sublimation shops uses the bigger machine, but I'm only using this because the bigger machines requires a lot of space as well. And I don't have that big space in my office, at my home office. So we're gonna use this and we're gonna turn it on, and it should be at 200 degrees Celsius and at 55 seconds. So we'll just wait for it to preheat our hand press machine. The hand press machine, I think the size is 10 by 10 inches. I'm going to put the link on the description box as well. I was able to purchase it at Shopee, and I'm going to show you how to do it to sublimate a canvas bag. And because we're sublimating this canvas bag, what we actually have to do first is to press it first, because it's kind of clumpy here. So we have to press the canvas bags first, at least to remove this fold that when we got it from the supplier. So we're gonna press it first just like the normal regular ironing techniques or whatnot. I don't normally iron my shirts, so I don't know how to really press good. And after that, we're going to put our design. So as what I mentioned earlier, I was able to print this using my Epson L121 sublimation printer. I just converted it. So if you want to know how I converted it, I've already explained it earlier. But if you want to ask as well, just comment down below. So it's on mirror image, as you can see. So all we have to do is just put it here and make sure it's at the middle. So just make sure that the design is fine and it's in the middle. And then we're going to add some heat resistant tape. And why are we using heat resistant tape again? We are using heat resistant tape whenever we sublimate to avoid ghosting on the images. Ghosting on the images is actually, it looks like the image moved when you sublimate it during the heat press technique. So that's why we have to put some heat resistant tape. The heat resistant tapes can also be bought in Shopee. Of course, I'm going to link you again on the description box. All right, so now we're going to start our sublimation process. So I was able to put my design here at the canvas bag. So don't forget to use the heat resistant tape whenever you heat press or whenever you sublimate. So now, like what I mentioned, I'm using as well a very thin cardboard to put inside the bag so the ink won't transfer to the other side. There. And then we're going to use this baking paper or baking sheet as well, because we cannot put the heat press directly on top of the sublimation paper or it might burn. It might burn our design, our canvas bag. And then now we're going to press it. We're going to put our hand press directly on the Teflon or on the baking sheet. And then we're going to press this for 55 seconds. Because I needed to press it, I normally use a pillow. I put a pillow on top and then my body on top as well. Now it's beeping, so we have to stop, and we're going to remove our baking paper first, and as well as the cardboard that we have inside the bag. And then let's remove it. So there. That's the reason why I always have to put my body on it. So there, guys, as you can see, this is our finished product for the sublimation of canvas bags. We are going to make another video for the sublimation of mugs. So yes, if you have any questions, just also comment them down below. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have learned the techniques, tips, and tricks on how to sublimate on canvas bags. And if you have any other questions about it, just comment down below. If you haven't subscribed on our YouTube channel, please consider subscribing and like this video. See you on our next project videos. Bye!